Hi, my name's Penny Dreadful, and I'm a Rockford Records recording artist. I've been living in Adonia for a little over 5 months now. I originally came to visit and reconnect with my college roommate, and 5 months later, here I am living my dreams with the loves of my life. I mean, ever since I came to Adonia, it's just felt like home. I mean, when you have two partners, it's a lot of mouths to feed. I think in creating music, there are a lot of different components that are created separately, kind of like in a vacuum, so to speak. They're, of course, intended to go together, but you kind of focus on them as separate units. The beat, the lyrics, the melody, the accompaniment. But my favorite thing is that moment where it all comes together and you hear all those individual pieces converge into a song. That moment is just magical. We call it spicy literature. Just don't worry about it. I mean, music has been a huge part of my life since I was very young. Growing up in a small town with limited entertainment, I had to make my own. So, of course, when I came to Adonia, I brought that passion with me. I went from singing to my friends while we mined up north to singing to crowds on a stage. And this journey has definitely been less of a stroll and more of a roller coaster ride. But at the end of the day, I don't regret any of the bumps and drops along the way because it brought me to where I am. Like a slow descent into a country drawl, please. I am loving the music scene in Adonia lately. For a long time, I feel like there was maybe a slight lack of diversity in the styles of music being created here. But lately, I'm hearing and loving so many new musical styles, and I feel like every new artist I hear just gives me more inspiration and drive to create. It it feels like we're at the edge of like a new creative renaissance here, and I can't wait to see how the music scene continues to just innovate and expand. Oh, this is that organic stuff that I get up north in Sandy. It's kinda shady, there's a guy behind a barn that sells it, but,
Oh,
it's
that's
totally
Uncle
organic.
Bill.
Yeah, I didn't know you knew Uncle Bill.
Well, he's my uncle.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years, Penny?
Wow, 5 years. I tend to live in the moment, so it's kind of hard to imagine out that far, but I think in a perfect world, 5 years from now would probably find me relaxing on a beach somewhere with my happy little Polly family, toasting to, like, my 4th studio album or something. I don't know that much about my future, but I know who I want by my side, and maybe that's enough for now. And now Wonderwall. Music has been the most important thing in my life for as long as I can remember. Growing up in the mountains of Tennessee, there's no TV and not very many kids my age, so I started playing guitar before I could really even hold it up for myself. Pa used to put me in his lap and finger the chords while I plucked the strings. I think that's one of my first memories actually. When we lost him, music is what helped me through that grief. Not only the loss of my father, but the loss of my future since I had to leave school to come back and take care of Ma on the farm. But over the years, music has always been kind of a boon, a way to keep me afloat when the waters got rough. I definitely use songwriting as a way to process the big feelings, the stuff that's hard to work through on my own. And she's always been there for me. So 10 beers, anything else for you?
Oh no.
Okay, so that'll be 500. Do you want to do cash or card? Well, when I'm not in the studio or out here in my, what I call my bad bitch seat doing my lyric writing, you can usually find me at Billiards. I am a co owner of the bar there. I have a lot of fun planning events and even just hanging out with my employees who are all great, as well as I help A. Barry to organize the Chamber of Commerce, which is the new name for our Business Owners Association. So that takes up a lot of my time too. I like working with all the business owners in the city and helping everybody kind of collaborate and just make the city a fun place for everyone. Why am I actually killing it right now?
You are. This is why you're the co-owner.
My first single with Rockford is coming out soon. It's called Drown Me Out. And the style is a little different than the music I've put out previously. So I'm really excited for people to hear it. I'm also working on a couple of other projects. One kind of embracing my love of jazz, think, sultry, croony, Ella Fitzgerald kind of vibes. And then for Christmas, I'm thinking about putting a new twist on a really great song. And I cannot wait for that. It's going to be so much fun. To the city of Adonia, I just want to say thank you wholeheartedly for accepting me and appreciating what I do. I mean, I've been making music my whole life, and I never thought anyone else would want to hear it. So, thank you so much for everything. I love you guys.